International Women's Day is celebrated on March 8th around the world. It's been observed since the early 1900s, a time of great expansion and turbulence in the industrialized world that saw booming population growth and the rise of new ideologies. Great unrest and critical debate was occurring amongst women. Women's oppression and inequality was spurring them to become more vocal and active in campaigning for change. Then, in 1908, 15,000 women marched through New York City demanding shorter hours, better pay, and voting rights. In 1909, with a declaration by the Socialist Party of America, the first National Women's Day was observed across the United States on February 28th. In 1910, a second international conference of working women was held in Copenhagen. A woman named Clara Zetkin, the leader of the Women's Office for the Social Democratic Party in Germany, presented the idea of an International Women's Day. She proposed that every year in every country there should be a celebration on the same day, a Women's Day, to press for their demands. The conference of over 100 women from 17 countries representing unions, socialist parties, working women's clubs, and including the first 3 women elected to the Finnish parliament, greeted Zetkin's suggestion with unanimous approval, and thus International Women's Day was the result. Following the decision agreed at Copenhagen in 1911, International Women's Day was honored for the first time in countries like Austria, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland, even in Russia. After World War I, they observed their very first International Women's Day on February 23rd. Later, international discussions were had where everyone agreed to adopt the Gregorian calendar for Women's Day and celebrate it on March 8th. This day has remained the global date for International Women's Day ever since. International Women's Day was also celebrated for the first time by the United Nations in 1975. The General Assembly adopted a resolution proclaiming a United Nations Day for women's rights. Then, in 1996, the UN announced their first annual theme, Celebrating the Past, Planning for the Future, which was followed in 1997 with Women at the Peace Table, in 1998 with Women in Human Rights, and in 1999 with World Free of Violence Against Women, and so on each year until the current campaign. The 2021 campaign theme is Choose to Challenge. A challenged world is an alert world, and individually we're all responsible for our own thoughts and actions all day, every day. We can all choose to challenge and call out gender bias and inequality. We can all choose to seek out and celebrate women's achievements. Collectively, we can all help create an inclusive world. There's a global web of rich and diverse local activity that connects women from all over the world, ranging from political rallies, business conferences, craft markets, networking events, theatrical performances, more. Many global corporations actively support IWD by running their own events and campaigns. For example, Google often changes its Google Doodle on March 8th to honor IWD. And year after year, it's certainly a powerful moment that's increasing in status. So make a difference. Think globally and act locally. Make every day International Women's Day, and do your bit to ensure that the future for girls is bright, equal, safe, and rewarding. Kensium Solutions wishes you a very happy International Women's Day.